It's boy from Sweden, and if my voice sounds a little rough, it's because I actually have an inflammation of my vocal cords. And I went to the doctor and he quite literally told me that I should rest my voice in order to get better, but then of course something crazy happens in the CS scene that requires me to make a video. Now the crazy thing that happened is one of the most prominent Katowice 14 unapplied collectors, one of the OG guys, has been hacked, Mr. Hawkeye, who has a full complete set of holo Kato 14 stickers along with plenty of other stickers as well. But before I delve deeper into these very sad news, I would like to thank today's video sponsor, which is SkinsMonkey. SkinsMonkey is one of the best and easy to use trading sites for CS2, and it's perfect to switch up your loadout to play with new skins. And by using the link in the description or using code ANOMALY, you get a deposit bonus of up to 35%, which is crazy. And if you're doing your first trade on SkinsMonkey, you can put code ANOMALY and get up to $5 for free. Plus, they've got a bunch of extras like freebies for free skins and free balance, and they've also got 24/7 live support. So if you want to try them out, then do so from the link in the description, and thank you once again SkinsMonkey for sponsoring this video. Now, first of all, we need to rewind a couple of days because me and my friends were just offline playing DayZ, having fun, and Sam's in the TeamSpeak all of a sudden just says, "Oh, did you see what just happened to Hawkeye?" And I assumed, oh, Hawkeye, yeah, maybe he sold his stickers, maybe he's finally taking offers on his collection, and no, the tweet I saw was much worse than that. It all started with this tweet from Hawkeye himself saying, "Help, my account got hacked and I am now being blackmailed. Please X people, tag anyone you may know in Steam support to respond to my ticket." Then he sends the ticket number, and the picture he includes in the tweet is very menacing. So it starts for him with just getting an SMS text message from a random phone number with a picture with his Steam account obviously being logged in. You can see the balance and everything, and the message that comes with it says, "Hey buddy, 1 Bitcoin to," and then a Bitcoin address, "in the next 2 hours or everything you ever worked for will be gone. No funny business either, we have your shit. If you don't want your kids to get hurt, pay up." That's fucking crazy. Also saying, "Hey buddy," sounds very Indian. Now some people were saying that the threat to his kids were to his stickers. They were basically calling his stickers his kids. I'm not sure if that's true though, because Hawkeye, he actually has kids, so either way it's just a very fucked situation. A little while after the initial tweet, he responds to it saying, "Still no response from Steam support. Please keep retweeting and tagging." And as you saw from the SMS, he has 2 hours, according to the hijacker, to get him the money, or he's gonna start ruining his account. Obviously, not many people just have 1 Bitcoin laying around to pay a hacker, and honestly, if something like this happens, you probably shouldn't pay the money, because then they're just gonna ruin your account anyway, because they're bad people. I thought to myself, okay, they're asking for Bitcoin instead of just stealing his inventory, so they might not have his Steam guard, maybe he's on a trade hold from being hacked, maybe they don't have access to something, so they're instead asking for crypto so they get away with some money instead. Now, for a normal person who just has a few skins in CS, that's not the end of the world, because what are they gonna do with your skins? Well, they might trade them away, but if they can't trade them away, there's not much they can do. But as you know, Hawkeye, he collects stickers, and that's not a good thing if your account gets compromised. I just wanted to say, if you don't know who Hawkeye is, he's just a regular guy. He bought all of these stickers way back in the day for I think like $100 in 2014 or 2015, and he just likes collecting stickers. I've looked at his inventory before, and he has many full sets of holos and foils from basically every single cool major, not because he just throws money at the game, but because he was actually playing when these majors were live. He bought the stickers and then he keeps them. He's a true collector, and that's why it's so cool. The entire inventory of Hawkeye is estimated to be something like between $300,000 to $400,000. Most of it is of course from these Kato 14 holos. On Twitter, he's also just a wholesome guy with his sticker slab update. He tweeted that he thinks it's a pretty cool idea and update, and he's happy because it means more love for us sticker collectors, and he shows his I buy power inside of a sticker slab. Like I said, he also has kids, and here is his kid looking at all of his dad's stickers, and it says, "Just a king admiring his kingdom." It's really wholesome, right? A normal guy, one of us who just played CS back in the day, bought stickers, but he actually held on to them all this time, and now they're worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. I started thinking about it, what was gonna happen, what could happen, and in my head, the worst case scenario was, of course, they have his whole account and it's his fault, he got scammed or something. They steal all of his stickers and that's it. But because they requested payment, it didn't seem like that was gonna happen. So the second worst thing would be that the hackers just take all of his stickers and craft them on a bunch of skins, making them lose all their value. Anyways, I kept playing DayZ, and not even like an hour or 1.5 hours later, meaning not the full 2 hours the hackers said, things started happening on Hawkeye's profile. First of all, his name changed, his picture changed, and a lot of skins in his inventory started to change. Like I said, this happened a couple of days ago, but I did record back when it was happening, and what happened was option 2. The hackers just decided to take all of Hawkeye's hard-earned, held-onto collections of stickers and just craft them on vanilla M249s and vanilla Negevs. All of his collections got ruined, his Cologne collections, his Kato 15 collections, and worst of all, his Kato 14 collection. This is one of the worst examples of what the hackers did. You can see on a vanilla Negev, they crafted all of these Kato 14 holos and piled them on top of each other and scraped them to shit. On the magazine box here, you can see they actually overlapped 4 different Kato 14 holos. It's an iBuyPower holo, that's like $60,000. It's a Titan holo, that's also like $60,000. It's a Navi holo, that's like $20,000, I think. And then an LDLC holo, which is also like $25,000. All overlapping, all fully scraped, meaning they don't have any value. And it's on top of a Negev vanilla. So quite literally all the value ruined. And you can see the hackers, they kept crafting. There's so many different sticker collections that are just crafted on these vanilla Negevs and M249s. Not only the Kato 14 holo. So they were just ruining his whole collection. At this point in time, Fury was actually streaming, and then I joined his call and we talked about it a bit and just realized how sad it was. And I think I even mentioned there as well, I didn't think this was gonna get reverted.
I hope Valve does something. Oh my fucking god.
Yeah. Oh my god. All on the mag, all full scraped. Like, dude, 300,000, that's a nice ass apartment, and they just literally ruined it for him. Like, people are the worst, bro, I swear. That's the thing though, I don't think Steam support are gonna revert this. I don't think they ever have they?
Bro, that's evil, man.
Yeah.
You said he was gonna let his kids inherit it,
yeah,
right?
he was tweeting about it. He wanted his kids to inherit his, like, these stickers and everything. Now, this became huge news on Twitter. Everyone was tweeting about it, how the hackers had ruined his whole collection, and people were speculating on if it was gonna get reversed or not. I said firmly I didn't believe it was going to get reversed because Valve almost basically never do that. The only times they've publicly reverted a hack has been very rare cases with pro players, like I think Stewie 2K, something like that happened a few years ago, and HFB. And the reason Valve reverted his hack was because it was Valve's fault. A Steam support agent had actually made a mistake and granted HFB's account access to someone else pretending to be HFB. That's legit the only time I know that Valve reverts something like this. Just recently, the famous CS caster Launders actually lost a bunch, if not I think his whole inventory, and Valve didn't help because it was Launders' fault. Now with this Hawkeye hack, I thought Valve are not gonna revert because it's probably Hawkeye's fault, and now a couple days later I'm very happy to have been proven wrong. Because later that same day, Hawkeye tweets, "It's back, it's all back. Every sticker, oh my god, I'm shaking. I'm at a complete loss for words. From the bottom of my heart, thank you Counter-Strike, Steam, and the entire X community for the 1,000 retweets and blasting this out there to reclaim my account. This is very wholesome." At this point, I was completely sure this must have been Valve's fault, because there's no way Valve are gonna revert something like this for just one guy, but then not for anyone else, because then that's like very privileged. So in some sense, this must have been Valve's fault. And once again, I was proven right, because the day after, Hawkeye tweets, "Speculation clear up," because there was a ton of speculation. During the time he was hacked, my account was as hardened as possible. Steam Guard was on. Steam support admitted a support technician that handled the help request failed to follow our process, which resulted in your account restored to someone else. I apologize apologize for this error. And he says, they restored everything and I'm super thankful to them. They didn't have to do a goddamn thing, but they did the right thing. I mean, considering it was Valve's fault you got hacked, yeah, they kind of fucking had to do something, because otherwise that's not good for business. So Hawkeye was indeed hacked the same way that HFB was, using, I guess, extensive personal details or old CD keys or something through Steam support, pretending to be another person. And in my opinion, this kind of just goes to show why it's very scary to have a lot of skins, because yeah, you can get scammed, you can get hacked, but you can also lose your account by Valve. And now, thankfully, in this case, they did revert it, and Steam support agent hacks like this are not that common because it's very difficult to do. But yeah, it goes to show that even though you do nothing wrong, one day you could just end up being hacked, which is why what Hawkeye did was so good. Instantly tweeting and informing as many people as possible about the situation was the right thing to do. That's how, unfortunately, you get unbanned quickly these days. Pro players do the same thing, they make it public, people get informed, Valve notices it and then fixes the situation, just like in this situation. When I got incorrectly trade banned back in 2015, I did the exact same thing. I made a video about it, I explained this wasn't my fault, Valve, please fix it, and I told people if Valve fixed it, I would give away my inventory, which I did. Because Valve noticed, oh yeah, wait, actually, we just banned this guy for no reason, so yeah, unban. That's why it's kind of dangerous to have a lot of skins if you're not famous or you don't have a following or a unique collection, because you might not get that sort of attention. And I think the situation overall ended probably as nicely as it could for a hack like this. He got all of his stuff back, his account is back to normal, and the hackers, they ended up with nothing. Because imagine the situation if he was hacked and Valve didn't revert anything, who knows what would have happened. That would have not only set a very bad precedent for how Valve handles stuff like this on a high scale when you're talking expensive items, and it would have also definitely lost trust. Like me, if Hawkeye didn't get his stuff back, I would have lost all my trust in Valve. So yeah, that's basically the story of how Hawkeye's $300,000 to $400,000 OG Kato 14 collector inventory was hacked and nothing really happened of it, even though the hacker crafted every single sticker that he had. Thank you guys for watching. That was very cool. I'm happy everything ended nicely, but I guarantee you, bro, Hawkeye, he had a knot in his stomach for those hours. 100%. He was not feeling good, not being happy. And I'm wondering what he's gonna do now with his stickers. Is he gonna keep them because he has trust in Valve, or is he gonna sell them because he realizes it's very risky? I guess we'll see. Thank you for watching. Whoopee!